Welcome to the Forum on Open Source AI Monetization, organized in collaboration with Omnistrate. To lead us off, we have our first speaker, Daniel Chalif, the founder and CEO of Zep. Daniel is an engineer and founder who has successfully navigated the transition from an open source project to enterprise-grade infrastructure. He'll be exploring the last mile of sales cycle in his talk, Signed as Not Shipped, diving into operational realities of taking AI agents from a demo into production traffic for the Fortune 500.
Thank you, Satya. Appreciate the introduction. So, hey, I'm Daniel Chalif. I'm founder and CEO of Zep. Zep has a very popular open source framework called Graffiti on GitHub, over 25,000 stars or 26,000 stars today. But we deploy an enterprise application and often into our customers' VPCs. So I'm going to be telling you a little bit of a story about one of our customer deployments into a Fortune 500 and how things can go very wrong despite early celebrations about how awesome a sale is. And so really we're talking about day 2 after the contract is signed. You've celebrated, all the champagne has come out, and then you start engaging with your customer's infrastructure team. But before I dive into the story proper, I'm going to speak a little bit about Zep and why customers buy us. So this fun chart that I'm showing you today is called the Meter benchmark. And it's showing us how long AI agents running on certain models could operate independently without human intervention. And if we go back just 18 months ago, we're talking about minutes. So agents only able to operate 18 months ago for several minutes. 2 months ago, we were talking about half a day. So agents are able to operate for 15 hours or more without any human intervention. And today, with the most recent frontier models, agents are able to operate. They've actually saturated the benchmark. We don't know with this particular benchmark. So this nice little logarithmic scale chart is showing us how raw model intelligence is growing exponentially. But for agents to be able to do this successfully, they need the right information environment available to them. So raw intelligence is not applied model intelligence. And when I talk about the information environment, I'm actually talking about memory, and memory in many different forms. So we need agents for them to be successful to learn from their environments. And in the enterprise, that can be any type of data source could compose memory, learn from their past actions, their successes, their mistakes, and be able to reason with this information environment. And that's where Zep comes in. We fold enterprise memory or an enterprise information environment around models so that our customers can build successful, fast, and reliable agents. And we do this using knowledge graphs or context graphs, as it's become vogue today, which model both the information environment in the graph using entities and edges, modeling those relationships, but also modeling times and temporality. I'm not going to dwell on this that much. I'm going to move fairly quickly through the Zep stuff, but I'm just giving you a little bit of a background here. And we don't just create one graph. Our customers have many agents, many data sources, and many, many users. And so Zep is a context lake fabric. It has millions and millions of knowledge graphs or context graphs that model users' worlds. Model teams, model customers, model companies, you name it, topics. Our customers, enterprise customers, also have some very distinct needs. They have governance challenges, so they need access control, retention management, so retention policies. They need to understand provenance. Where did a particular piece of context come from? As well as to be able to audit usage. And so we're very much focused on the Fortune 500. We love working with them, but sometimes these deals don't go the way you expect them to go. More and more, AI is having to be deployed within a customer VPC. Why? because customers are concerned about that governance that I've mentioned a little bit earlier. We knew this going into building Zep, and we knew we needed to be wary of a lived experience that I've had in the past. I've worked at prior employers where we ended up with many, many different Snowflake implementations of on-premise software. Each customer's deployment was just slightly different to another customer's. And so we knew we needed to architect around that so that we had, one bring your own cloud product that could deploy into an AWS VPC. So we specifically chose OmniStrate, who are partners in today's presentation, for this particular job to ensure that we didn't get stuck in Terraform hell. Working with OmniStrate, we get a control plane. We didn't have to build it. There's one service definition for all of our customers. Day two operations, like managing versioning, fleet-wide deployment of upgrades, and very, very easy to implement. And we certainly knew that we were architecting well. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter how well you architect, when your product touches or hits the market, there are going to be surprises. So we knew we'd made the right strategic call around architecture. We had the right tools in place, but customer requirements are often challenging even after you make the sale. We'd gone through the security review. We knew data could never leave the VPC. Check. That was great. No public ingress to their account, of course. That makes total sense. Image signatures, chain preserved, so all sorts of security around container images. No worries, no problem. No standing access for vendor personnel, of course. Deployable, upgradable, all of that good stuff. Makes total sense, managed by their SRE team. No egress. Oh, no, that's a fun one. Because no egress means no GitHub, no Helm charts, no Docker Hub, no PyPI, no NPM, nothing. This is a learning post-security review after the contract is signed. And so what the big learning here for us was, InfoSec review is not deployment. Once we had started to engage with the platform team, that's when the customer's real requirements started to surface. They weren't something we designed for. So how did we navigate this? Well, before I go into that a little bit further, we discovered a whole bunch more that was troubling. So not only did we have no egress, but also there were SCPs, or service control policies, in place that made our installation, so the package, unviable. So not only could we not reach the internet or public resources, but we couldn't even get the installation package running. Well, that was fun. And there were all sorts of other interesting requirements around the image supply chain. Lots of challenges. But here's where things got better for us. So firstly, we had the right primitives in place. So working with OmniStrate, we had the right tools to be able to address the many, many challenges that SCPs, no egress, container supply chain challenges presented. We're also working with AWS, and so there were some primitives that we could lean into with AWS around ensuring that we could still deploy a control plane. We could still securely have our customers' implementation of Zep send health telemetry back to us. Also, choose your vendors wisely. We were very, very pleased and grateful that the OmniStrate guys jumped onto a call with us immediately and started solutioning with us on how to address the very, very challenging environment that we'd found ourselves in. I should have mentioned, our customer was in a hurry. They're trying to launch product. Their clock is ticking. And so our sponsors went to the floor for us. They worked really, really hard to work internally using their own political capital with various teams to ensure that we could find a negotiated path through to some egress to allow us to install, managing other policies and procedures within their company so that they could mitigate some of the risks that they were concerned about, or the InfoSec and infra teams were concerned about, while also making sure that they can get a product up and running. And so we were very grateful to have these three things in place. I will say that the first one was our doing. The other two we got lucky with. I guess some sales leaders will probably say the third one is also sales skill. So where did we end up? Using OmniStraight, we had this really awesome control plane running in a VPC of our own, an account of our own. It's our control plane account for BYOC customers. It's firewalled from all of our other accounts, really locked down. We connected our customer's environment via private link to our control plane. And then the customer's deployment of Zep is able to reach out through the private link connection to the control plane, send telemetry, send health information, send billing information, and also poll for updates so that the application and the implementation within the customer's environment is fully secure. There's no inbound to it, but can ensure that it is updated. Secondly, that negotiation that took place between internal teams within our Fortune 500 customer resulted in us getting access to the resources we needed on the public internet. They went through a firewall device, on-premise firewall device. It was heavily filtered. Specific resources were whitelisted. And that was a good outcome as far as we were concerned. Some learnings for the future. We'll probably want to wrap all of our containers and all of our resources into a single deployment bundle and not need the public internet. And so it's essentially an air-gapped deployment. So there was, thankfully, a huge save on the part of both our partners, both externally and within our customer, going to the floor for us. Just stepping back a little bit here, the meta learning is that just because you signed the contract doesn't mean you've shipped the product. More and more, your customers, when you're selling AI, are demanding bring your own cloud, so in their VPC solutions. And inevitably, every customer environment is going to be different. And so you need to be able to, firstly, have the right architecture. You need to be able to be responsive to the customer's environment, understand how to navigate and negotiate with various stakeholders within those environments, as well as work with good partners. So thank you.
Thanks again, Daniel.
Thank you so much.